Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. In this video I'll be replacing the ECU in this 1991 VP Commodore. I've been having some issues with this VP not running right, so it's time to fix that. I will show you what the car is doing so you know if you have the same problem. So I'll put the key in and turn it. As you can hear the thermo fans going. The car is cold and the thermo fan should not be starting up as soon as I turn the ignition on. And in case you're wondering, it's the coolant temperature sensor. I've already replaced it. It's underneath the alternator. Sometimes that can be an issue with why the car's running rough and you have a thermo fan turning on when the car's cold. But unfortunately, replacing the temperature sensor didn't fix the issue for me. Now, let's actually start the car. So not only do we have a check engine light, our idle's too high as well. Which is a bit strange because before, the idle was way too low. Now when I push the pedal, the car will have a misfire. It's hard to show in video, but it's there. When I was revving the motor, there was quite a delay from when I opened it to the point where the engine actually started increasing its revs. So that's obviously not good. And when the check engine light is on, the air conditioning compressor won't engage. So when this button's out, the air conditioning should be on. But as you can see, the compressor's not spinning. So if you're having similar issues, you should consider replacing your ECU. So let me show you how to do it. And all you need to do is a Phillips head screwdriver. Make sure you disconnect the battery before you do this. The ECU is located on the left side of the passenger's footwell. It'll be behind this bit of trim right here. So we need to remove this. And the way we do that is by pulling this bit of trim here up a little bit. There's a clip around here somewhere, so you need to pull the trim outwards so that'll come out. Just like that. Now when you're doing this, you'll be using two hands. Unfortunately for me, I'm using one hand because I have to film. Now we can loosen this trim here. It can be quite fiddly. No, I need two hands. So now it's out. This just pulls out like that. Now this thing here is our ECU. Now we're here, the next thing we do is unclip these connectors here. There's only two and they can only go in one way. There'll be two screws you need to undo. They're both located underneath the ECU. This is where you need the Phillips head screwdriver. So just undo them. And now the ECU can come out. So out with the old one and in with the new one. So this little hook here on the holder goes into this square here. Now we can line up the holes to put the screws back in. So, good, the new ECU's in place. Now we can reconnect it. Make sure it's in nice and secure. Done. Now we have to put this back in. It can be quite a hassle, so just be patient. I'll just try and push this carpet back in its place. Then we can make sure all of this lines up, like this. Just like that, it's all back together. Now we can reconnect the battery and see if it works. Well, I don't hear the thermo fans. That idle's where it should be. Now let's see if the air conditioning works. I heard it engage. That's what we want to see. And just like that, replacing the ECU has fixed all of the problems the VP was having. So just a quick recap of what I've replaced. I've replaced the fuel filter, the spark plugs, the crank angle sensor, the coolant temperature sensor. I've tried different coils on there, and at the end of the day, all it needed was a new ECU. So with all of that being said and done, I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. If this video helped you get your old Commodore running right, please consider liking and subscribing.